What if I told you the world's happiest country spends months in freezing darkness, shares a 340-kilometer border with Russia, and still ranks #1 for happiness year after year? Finland is full of surprising contradictions, from bizarre competitions and world-famous saunas to one of the most trusted societies on Earth. So, what is Finland's secret? Let's find out. Introduction: Finland, the world's happiest country. Nestled in northern Europe, Finland is a land of breathtaking forests, crystal-clear lakes, and some of the cleanest air on Earth. Covering approximately 338,000 square kilometers, 130,500 square miles, it is home to around 5.6 million people, making it one of Europe's most sparsely populated countries. Nearly 75% of its land is covered by forests, and with more than 188,000 lakes, nature is woven into everyday life in a way few countries can match. Despite its long, dark winters and temperatures that can plunge well below freezing, Finland has consistently ranked #1 in the World Happiness Report for 8 consecutive years, from 2018 through 2025. This remarkable achievement has sparked global curiosity. How can a nation known for freezing winters, quiet people, and months with very little daylight repeatedly be recognized as the happiest place on Earth? The answer goes far beyond stunning landscapes. Finland has built a society centered on trust, equality, personal freedom, and a strong sense of community. Its world-class education system, accessible healthcare, low corruption, and close connection to nature have become models admired around the globe. But behind these impressive rankings lies a country full of fascinating surprises, unique traditions, and cultural habits that often leave first-time visitors amazed. So, what is everyday life really like in Finland? Let's explore the remarkable facts that make this Nordic nation unlike anywhere else in the world. Why is Finland the happiest country in the world? For many people, Finland's top ranking in the World Happiness Report seems almost unbelievable. The secret, however, isn't about constant joy or perfect weather. It's about building a society where people feel secure, supported, and free to live meaningful lives. One of Finland's greatest strengths is its comprehensive welfare system. From the day a child is born, families receive government support through parental leave, child benefits, and affordable childcare. As citizens grow older, they continue to benefit from unemployment protection, disability assistance, pensions, and extensive elder care. This strong social safety net helps reduce financial stress and gives people confidence that they won't be left behind during difficult times. Education and healthcare also play a major role. Public education is free, including universities for citizens and many EU students, and schools emphasize creativity, critical thinking, and equal opportunities rather than constant standardized testing. Finland's publicly funded healthcare system ensures that essential medical services are accessible to everyone, helping maintain one of the highest life expectancy rates in Europe. Another key factor is trust. Finland consistently ranks among the world's least corrupt countries, according to Transparency International. People generally trust their neighbors, public institutions, police, and government. Crime rates remain relatively low compared with many developed nations, allowing residents to enjoy a strong sense of safety in everyday life. Combined with economic stability, personal freedom, and a healthy work-life balance, these qualities explain why millions of Finns report high levels of life satisfaction year after year. Finland's most unusual competitions and traditions. If you think Finland is all about quiet forests and peaceful lakes, think again. This Nordic nation is also famous for hosting some of the world's strangest competitions, events that attract thousands of participants and spectators from around the globe every year. Perhaps the most famous is the Wife-Carrying World Championship, held annually in the town of Sonkajärvi since the 1990s. Inspired by local folklore, the race challenges competitors to carry their partner through a demanding obstacle course filled with sand, logs, and waist-deep water. The winning team traditionally receives the wife's weight in beer, making it one of Finland's most entertaining sporting traditions. Another uniquely Finnish event is swamp soccer, a muddy version of the world's most popular sport. Instead of smooth grass, players compete in deep bogs where every step requires enormous effort. What began as military endurance training has evolved into an international tournament featuring hundreds of amateur teams each summer. Finland also gained worldwide attention for the Mobile Phone Throwing World Championship, first organized in 2000. Rather than simply discarding outdated devices, contestants compete to throw old mobile phones as far or as creatively as possible, transforming electronic waste into an unforgettable spectacle. Beyond these events, Finland hosts a variety of light-hearted festivals celebrating everything from imaginary guitar performances to local traditions and seasonal celebrations. These quirky competitions reveal an unexpected side of Finnish culture. Behind the country's calm and reserved reputation lies a playful sense of humor and a willingness to embrace even the most unusual ideas. Finland's breathtaking natural beauty. Finland's landscape feels almost untouched. The country has approximately 188,000 lakes, while forests cover about 75% of its territory. From peaceful shorelines to endless pine forests, nature is never far away, even for people living in major cities. During summer, the lakes become popular places for swimming, boating, fishing, and relaxing beneath the long northern daylight. One of Finland's most remarkable traditions is known as Every Person's Right, often translated as Every Man's Right. It generally allows residents and visitors to walk through natural areas, temporarily camp, and gather wild berries and mushrooms, even when the land is privately owned. However, people must avoid disturbing residents, damaging property, or harming the environment. Another important part of Finnish life is the moki, or summer cottage. At the end of 2024, Finland had 495,145 registered summer cottages, an extraordinary number for a population of around 5.6 million. Many sit beside lakes or deep within forests, offering families a quiet escape from city life. Cottage routines often include heating the sauna, swimming, grilling outdoors, gathering berries, and enjoying simple moments without digital distractions. Finland also has 41 national parks, protecting forests, wetlands, islands, lakes, and Arctic wilderness. Visitors can hike marked trails, camp in permitted areas, paddle across calm waters, and explore destinations ranging from Nuuksio near Helsinki to the dramatic fells of Lapland. In Finland, nature is not simply scenery, it is a central part of everyday life. Lapland and the Arctic, Finland's magical northern frontier. Stretching across the northernmost part of the country, Finnish Lapland is one of Europe's last great wildernesses, covering nearly one-third of Finland's land area while being home to only a small fraction of its population. This Arctic region offers breathtaking landscapes, snow-covered forests, frozen lakes, and unforgettable natural phenomena that attract travelers from around the world. No symbol represents Lapland better than the reindeer. There are roughly 180,000 to 200,000 reindeer living in Finland, and in the north, they often outnumber people. Reindeer herding has been practiced for centuries and remains an important livelihood, especially for the indigenous Sami people. It's not uncommon for visitors to encounter reindeer wandering freely along roads or grazing peacefully in open forests. Lapland is also one of the best places on Earth to witness the Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis. Thanks to its location above the Arctic Circle and low levels of light pollution, the region offers excellent viewing conditions. The aurora season typically runs from late August through early April, with the highest chances of seeing the colorful display on clear, dark nights between September and March. Another world-famous attraction is Santa Claus Village in the city of Rovaniemi, located directly on the Arctic Circle. Open year-round, visitors can meet Santa Claus, cross the Arctic Circle, send postcards from the official Santa Claus post office, and experience a magical winter atmosphere that draws hundreds of thousands of tourists each year. Summer in Lapland brings an entirely different wonder: the midnight sun. Above the Arctic Circle, the sun remains visible for weeks without setting, creating nearly 24 hours of daylight. This extraordinary natural phenomenon gives visitors endless opportunities for hiking, fishing, kayaking, and exploring the Arctic landscape under the glow of the midnight sun. Finland's world-class education system has become one of the most admired in the world, attracting educators and policymakers from every continent. Rather than focusing on competition and standardized testing, Finland emphasizes equality, creativity, and lifelong learning. The goal is simple: every child, regardless of background or income, should have an equal opportunity to succeed. One of the system's greatest strengths is that education is publicly funded. From preschool through upper secondary school, students receive free tuition, school meals, transportation in many cases, learning materials, and student support services. Higher education is also tuition-free for Finnish and EU/EEA citizens, making quality education accessible without the burden of large student debt. Finnish classrooms are also very different from those in many other countries. Teachers encourage students to learn through exploration, discussion, teamwork, and hands-on activities instead of memorizing facts. Children start compulsory education at the age of 7, giving them more time to develop socially and emotionally before entering formal schooling. Homework is generally lighter, and students take fewer standardized exams than in many education systems around the world. Behind this success are Finland's highly qualified teachers. Becoming a teacher is extremely competitive, and nearly all teachers are required to earn a master's degree before entering the profession. Because teachers are trusted as education professionals, they enjoy significant classroom autonomy and are free to adapt lessons to their students' needs rather than simply teaching to a test. Although Finland is no longer ranked at the very top of every international assessment, its students continue to perform strongly in reading, mathematics, and science while reporting relatively low levels of academic stress. More importantly, Finland's education model has shown that outstanding results can be achieved without excessive pressure, proving that curiosity, equality, and trust can be just as powerful as competition. Finnish culture and lifestyle. Finnish culture may appear quiet and serious at first, but beneath the surface is a distinctive mix of honesty, creativity, music, and wonderfully unusual humor. One famous Finnish expression is kalsarikanit, which describes relaxing at home in comfortable clothes, traditionally with a drink, with absolutely no intention of going out. Today, the term is often used more broadly to represent guilt-free relaxation and enjoying private time without social pressure. Silence is equally important. In Finland, a quiet moment is rarely considered awkward. People respect personal space, avoid unnecessary small talk, and usually communicate in a direct but sincere way. A Finnish person may not speak constantly, but when they do, their words are generally meant seriously. The country's playful side comes alive at the Air Guitar World Championships, held in Oulu since 1996, Contestants perform dramatic rock routines using invisible instruments and are judged on originality, stage presence, technical imitation, and airness. The 2026 championship is scheduled for August 26, 29. Finland also has a deep love for tango. Finnish tango is usually slower and more melancholic than its Argentine relative, with lyrics about love, longing, nature, and summer nights. Then there is heavy metal. Finland has long been described as the world leader in metal bands per capita, with an often cited estimate of approximately 53 bands per 100,000 residents. Internationally known groups such as Nightwish, HM, Apocalyptica, and Children of Bodom helped turn this intense musical style into one of Finland's most recognizable cultural exports. Finnish food and coffee culture. Food in Finland reflects the country's close relationship with nature. Fresh fish, wild berries, forest mushrooms, whole grains, and locally sourced ingredients form the foundation of many traditional dishes. While Finnish cuisine may seem simple, it emphasizes quality, seasonality, and natural flavors. One of the most beloved daily traditions is kahvitauko, or the coffee break. Coffee is much more than a beverage in Finland. It's an important social ritual. Finns consistently rank among the world's largest coffee consumers, drinking an average of about 9 to 10 kilograms of coffee per person each year. Whether at work, school, or home, taking time for a coffee break is a normal part of everyday life, offering a chance to relax, chat with colleagues, or simply enjoy a quiet moment. No coffee break is complete without pulla, Finland's famous sweet cardamom bread. Soft, fluffy, and lightly flavored with aromatic spices, pulla is often braided into beautiful loaves or baked into individual rolls. It is traditionally served alongside freshly brewed coffee and is especially popular during family gatherings, holidays, and afternoon breaks. Among Finland's most iconic foods is salmon, prepared in countless ways, including smoked, grilled, cured, or served in creamy soups. Another national favorite is the Karelian pie, a thin rye pastry filled with rice porridge or mashed potatoes and commonly topped with egg butter. This simple but delicious pastry has become one of Finland's best-known traditional foods. Nature also plays a major role in Finnish cuisine. During summer and early autumn, forests are filled with wild blueberries, lingonberries, cloudberries, and mushrooms, many of which can be legally gathered under every person's right. In the far north, reindeer meat remains an important regional specialty. Lean, flavorful, and sustainably sourced, it is commonly served with mashed potatoes, lingonberry jam, and pickled vegetables, offering visitors an authentic taste of Finnish Lapland. Together, these traditions reveal a cuisine that values simplicity, freshness, and a deep connection with the natural world, qualities that have shaped Finnish life for generations. A society built on fairness. One of the defining characteristics of Finland is its strong commitment to fairness. Rather than treating every person exactly the same, many Finnish policies are designed to ensure that people are treated equitably, with an emphasis on responsibility, trust, and equal opportunity. A well-known example is Finland's day fine system for certain traffic violations. Instead of issuing the same monetary penalty to everyone, some fines, particularly for more serious speeding offenses, are calculated according to the offender's daily disposable income. This means that a wealthy executive and an average worker could receive very different fines for the same violation. The goal is not to punish the rich more harshly, but to make the financial consequence meaningful regardless of a person's income. Finland has also gained international attention for its open prisons. In these correctional facilities, carefully selected inmates live in a less restrictive environment, often studying, working, or receiving vocational training while preparing to return to society. Although security measures remain in place, the focus shifts from punishment alone to personal responsibility, education, and rehabilitation. This philosophy extends throughout Finland's criminal justice system. Rather than concentrating solely on incarceration, authorities invest heavily in education, mental health services, employment support, housing assistance, and supervised reintegration programs. The objective is to address the underlying causes of crime and reduce the likelihood that former offenders will return to prison. The results have drawn attention from researchers around the world. Finland consistently maintains relatively low incarceration rates compared with many developed countries, while also achieving comparatively low rates of repeat offending. Although no justice system is perfect, the Finnish approach demonstrates that public safety can be strengthened by balancing accountability with opportunities for rehabilitation. In many ways, Finland's legal system reflects the same values seen throughout the country, from education and healthcare to social welfare and public trust. Fairness is not simply an ideal. It is a principle that shapes how society functions, helping create one of the world's safest, most stable, and most trusted nations. The challenges Finland still faces. Despite consistently ranking among the happiest and most prosperous countries in the world, Finland is not without its challenges. Like every nation, it must balance the benefits of its society with the realities of geography, climate, and an evolving security environment. One of the biggest challenges is the long and harsh winter. In northern Lapland, winter can last for more than half the year, with temperatures often dropping below 30 degrees Celsius. Snow, ice, and long periods of darkness make daily life more demanding and increase the cost of transportation, heating, and infrastructure maintenance. The lack of daylight also affects mental health. Some people experience seasonal affective disorder, SAD, a form of depression linked to reduced sunlight during autumn and winter. Symptoms can include low energy, difficulty concentrating, and changes in sleep patterns. To help manage these effects, many Finns spend time outdoors whenever possible, exercise regularly, use bright light therapy, and make the most of daylight during the winter months. Finland's geography also presents unique security challenges. The country shares a 340-kilometer, 830-mile border with Russia, the longest border between any European Union member state and Russia. For decades, Finland maintained a policy of military non-alignment while investing heavily in national defense. However, the regional security situation changed dramatically after Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, prompting Finland to reassess its long-standing security policy. On April 4, 2023, Finland officially became the 31st member of NATO, ending decades of military non-alignment. Finnish leaders argued that membership would strengthen both Finland's security and regional stability, while allowing the country to participate fully in NATO's collective defense under Article 5. At the same time, Finland continues to maintain one of Europe's strongest national defense systems, based on universal conscription, a large trained reserve, and comprehensive civil preparedness. These challenges remind us that Finland's success has never come easily. Whether facing Arctic winters, limited daylight, or changing geopolitical realities, the country has consistently responded through careful planning, resilience, and long-term thinking. Perhaps that is one of the biggest lessons Finland offers the world. Happiness is not the absence of hardship, but the ability to build a society that can face hardship together. Finland shows us that happiness isn't about having a perfect life. It's about building a society based on trust, fairness, and a deep connection with nature. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends so more people can discover fascinating countries around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.